Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be preparing egg rolls and I'll try to be as detailed as possible. In order for you to get a detailed recipe, make sure you watch the video right to the very end. So I'm going to get started with my ingredients. I'm using 3 cups of flour. This is equivalent to a half kilograms. So this is a size, the cup that I measured this in. That's the size of the cup. Into it, I'm adding a full teaspoon of baking powder. I'm adding a half teaspoon of salt. I'm going to bring in 3 full tablespoons of sugar. And I'll mix all the dried ingredients first. After mixing, I'll now bring in my butter. For butter, I'll be using 4 full tablespoons. At least you can see the butter that I'm putting in. You can see how full the spoons are. By the way, I'm just going to encourage everyone who is new on this channel. If you're new here and if you're just watching this for the first time, kindly click on that subscribe button to join this beautiful family. After putting my butter, I'm just going to mix everything properly. So you wash your hands and properly mix so it can feel like fine breadcrumbs. After mixing, I'll now bring in my eggs. I'm going to be adding 2 eggs. Then I'll use a full cup of milk. You can use any milk of your choice. And then properly mix. At this stage, keep mixing till you get the dough consistency. If the flour, if it's too dry, feel free to add a bit of water. And if it's too wet, feel free to add some extra flour. So you just have to be flexible while mixing this. So just keep mixing till you can gain that dough consistency, as you can see right here. So you can see the texture of my dough. This is how your egg rolls dough should look like. Yeah, exactly like this. This is the texture that you need. So this is all done. I'm going to put it aside to rest while I boil my eggs. I have my eggs here in the pot. I'll just add some water and let them cook. For the eggs to easily peel, you can choose to add salt while boiling, or you can choose to add in cold water after boiling for it to easily peel. But I'm just going to drain out the water and then add some extra cold water for it to easily peel. That's what I normally do. So I'm going to add cold water, then I will drain it out and let it cool down for a bit, and that will be very easy to peel. You can see how easy it is to peel, very smooth and clean, because I had to put in extra cold water to facilitate the peeling. So just peel the eggs, get everything set, make sure they are dry and not wet, because if it's wet, it's not going to stick properly to your dough. So I'm going to bring my dough now and then cut them into smaller sizes, so it's going to be easier for me to just pick and roll. Hope you can still see exactly how the texture of this dough is. So I'm just cutting them into these smaller sizes so it can be easier for me to pick and roll, and as well the sizes are going to be uniform. For my rolling, I'll put some extra flour on my board just to prevent it from sticking on the board, and then I will roll. So just make sure you properly flatten the dough, as you can see me doing. Then you bring in your egg. So take note of this. You can see that I'm trying to bring the edges together. I'll pinch them and bring them close. Then I'll roll while pressing the edges. So I'm trying to make this as detailed as possible because this is where most people get this wrong. If you don't roll it properly, then oil is going to get inside and that will be it ruined. Then you cut the edges, as you can see, and then pinch them to smooth the edges. So that's it all done. I'm going to repeat this process again so it's more detailed. So you put your egg in, you hold the edges and bring them close together, as you can see. Then while rolling, make sure you focus still on the edges and then you roll to make sure it's properly sealed. Then when you finish rolling, you can now cut the extra dough from the edges and seal the edges. So that's it done. I'm just going to cut now the extra dough and nicely seal the edges. The ending of it, that's it all done. So this is it, and that's it all done. That's the right shape for our egg rolls. This is time for us to go ahead and start to fry. So I've done everything and it's ready for frying. My oil has been on the fire. By the way, I've used this oil before to fry. That's why it looks this way. I'm just going to dip everything in here. Make sure it's not too hot because if it's too hot, it's going to quickly get brown on the skin but not properly cooked in the inside. At this stage, I realized my oil was just too much in the pot. But then it's safe because there is no child around at the moment. So I'm just going to continue, but I'll be very, very careful with this. So I've transferred everything into my pot. You can see the oil is actually really floating all over, but there's no spillage, and I'm trying to be so careful at this stage. So you can see it's getting cooked nicely. I'm just trying to flip the sides so the other sides can get properly cooked as well. And you can see that it's getting brown now, and we need that golden brown color. That's what we need. So I'll just keep frying this till I can gain the golden brown color, and that is it all done. Our egg rolls are all properly cooked. We have it here looking so delicious. I'm going to break one. I have here my pepper. So egg rolls go so well with good spiced pepper sauce. So I'm just going to break one and then have a good taste of it. Please do not forget to click on that red subscribe button to follow me and support this channel. Thank you, and I'm hoping to keep seeing you. Bye.